Welcome to Locarno, in the Italian-speaking part of Switzerland, where it is always a lot more sunnier. There's not a cloud in the sky down here. Now, I don't get down to this part of Switzerland a lot. The 3 years I've lived here, this is only my 6th trip down here. I've gone to Bellinzona twice, I've gone to Lugano twice, and now I'm in Locarno for the 2nd time. Now, every time I've come down here, I've left either a cold and or rainy Zurich or Fribourg. And when I've gotten down here, it's always been sunnier. And in the summertime, it's like downright hot down here because it's really close to Italy. You know, it's kind of neat how this country's put together. How the German-speaking parts look like Germany, like Zurich and Bern. How the French-speaking parts look like France, like Lausanne and Geneva. And how the Italian-speaking parts look like Italy, like Lugano and Locarno. Another reason I don't come down here a lot is because where my French and German are both passable, my Italian is non-existent. So that kind of keeps me away from down here. I like to know a little bit of what's going on. Look at these winding, narrow streets. This is just like Italy. That's part of the lake right there. Locarno sits on Lake Maggiore, and that is a lake that is shared between Switzerland and Italy. Boy, it's nice and sunny down here, not a cloud in the sky. There's a little wind, but it's about 50 degrees. It's perfect. But like I said, in the summertime, it gets downright hot down here. You know, I got to tell you, I've been kind of surprised at how many tourists are here during the winter. I mean, it seems like it hasn't let up from the summer. And I swear to God, all of Asia's here. The Indians and the Koreans and the Japanese and the Chinese and the Filipinos. They're all here. Boy, the sun is bright. Okay, this is Lake Maggiore. Like I said, it's a lake shared between Switzerland and Italy. Italy is down that way. And over in this direction here, towards those mountains, about 30 kilometers down that way, is Lugano, which sits on Lake Lugano. And then over here, 20 kilometers south of Lugano, is the Italian border at Chiasso. And directly on the other side of that is a beautiful lake, Lake Como in Italy, at the town of San Giano. It's just gorgeous down here. Boy, this really looks like a lakeside town in Italy, too. I mean, even the feel of it. Boy, that sun is bright down here, my God. Well, you can tell we're entering the winter solstice because at 7:45 this morning when the train left Zurich, it was still dark. Not entirely dark, but it was dark. I just love to hear the water lapping against the stone or the rocks. I love that sound. Bellissimo. That's about the only Italian I know. Now, coming down here today, the train would usually come through the St. Gothard Tunnel, which is a 58-kilometer tunnel that's underneath the Alps. Well, I believe it was February, this past February, a freight train caught fire in the tunnel, and it's been closed since then. So now the trains have to come the old route, which adds an extra hour and 15 minutes to the trip. So instead of 2 hours coming down here from Zurich, it's 3 hours and 15 minutes. So instead of going underneath the Alps, we had to come up and over the Alps. And boy, getting up to that very peak of the Alps, the weather wasn't like this at all. It was foggy and cold and snowy. Boy, it looks like it's a lot earlier than 12 o'clock. Now, one of the reasons I came down here today, actually the primary reason, in Europe, it's very difficult to find a good steak. And it's almost impossible to get a good Texas steak. Of course, they'll have their filet mignon, and that may be good or bad. but it'll be all presentation. And then any other kind of steak will be listed as some kind of sirloin. You can't get a New York strip, can't get a porterhouse, can't get a T-bone, can't get a ribeye. So I was down here last summer, and I saw this place. Old Wild West Steakhouse. And I'm gonna try it. I took a look at the menu. Now I show you the menu, but it's all in Italian. But the menu looks just like the Lone Star Steakhouse in Texas. So I'm gonna give that a try later on. I can't wait. Yummy! Okay, I'm going to tour around and do a little Christmas shopping, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Have a good day.